Hello, welcome to Transfer Talk presented by Bit.com. I'm Statman Dave and this is your weekly show during the transfer window, bringing down all the major transfers in Europe. We'll be diving into the rumour mill, the deals of the week and the game breaker. Today, we're going to be looking at Cody Gakpo and Antony's potential moves to Manchester United, the done deals and how Casemiro will be the game breaker at Old Trafford. Let's get this party started. First on the rumour mill today is actually two players, Cody Gakpo and Antony, both of which have been heavily linked to a move to Manchester United. Let's start with Cody Gakpo. The PSV Eindhoven left winger is coming off the best season after scoring 12 goals and registering 13 assists in 27 appearances in Eredivisie. The one concern would be last time Manchester United signed a PSV Academy graduate, it didn't quite work out. That was Memphis Depay, who came to United after scoring 22 Eredivisie goals the season before his move. Gakpo is a different player to Depay, far more creative and as likely to slip in a teammate as to get a shot on goal himself. This is reflected in the stats. Last season in the Eredivisie per game, Gakpo took 3 shots and created 2.6 chances. Stationed on the left of a 4-2-3-1, Gakpo likes to receive the ball wide on the left flank, then drives towards the box looking for creative passes or opportunities to get shots away. So, do I think this is going to go through? Erik ten Hag is a big fan of Gakpo, having managed Ajax in the Eredivisie last season. I think this has got legs. Right, now on to the other side of this first rumour, Antony. The Brazilian moved to Ajax from Sao Paulo in 2020 and instantly became a fan favourite due to his creative dribbling and work rate. Antony is an inverted right winger, a player that will hold his width close to the touchline then cut in on their stronger foot. Statistically, Antony makes things happen. Since joining Ajax, Antony scored 18 goals and registered 18 assists. But last season's Champions League was a real marker of his quality. Antony ranked in the top 1% of wingers in Europe per 90 for touches in the final third, progressive passes received, shots, shot creating actions, goal creating actions and assists. What more could you want in a right winger? Having previously worked under Erik ten Hag, this rumour makes a lot of sense, along with the fact that Manchester United have a lack of left-footers in their squad. Ten Hag's most successful Ajax side in European terms came when he had 3 of the front 4 being left-footed players. Antony would instantly slot into the starting 11 and add quality in the final third and a real work rate. In the Champions League last season, Antony made more tackles plus interceptions than Raphael Varane and Harry Maguire. Next up, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to Chelsea. After falling out with Mikel Arteta and leaving Arsenal for Barcelona for free in January, Aubameyang is on the move again, back to the Premier League. Chelsea are in for a number 9 as they lost Lukaku to Inter Milan on loan and Timo Werner was sold back to Leipzig. Aubameyang could be the perfect striker for Chelsea. Only Mbappe has scored more goals for Thomas Tuchel in club football than Aubameyang. In fact, Aubameyang has been directly involved in more than a goal a game when playing under the German tactician. This rumour makes a lot of sense. I think it will definitely happen. Barcelona need €20 million to register Jules Koundé and Chelsea need goals. Over to Portugal, and Julian Weigl looks to be on the move after being deemed surplus to requirements by new boss Roger Schmidt. Julian Weigl was once regarded one of the best midfielders of his generation when playing under Thomas Tuchel at Borussia Dortmund. Since then, injuries and form have hampered his development. Weigl moved to Benfica in 2019, resulting in him rediscovering his previous form. Weigl completed over 50 passes per game in Portugal, dictating the tempo from deep in midfield. A move back to Germany is on the cards, with Borussia Mönchengladbach looking for long-term replacements for Manu Kone. Talking about Manu Kone, Newcastle are circling the Gladbach star. A true two-way midfielder, Manu Kone is the next complete French midfielder off the conveyor belt. We've seen Eduardo Camavinga and Aurelien Tchouameni explode in recent years. Now both play for Real Madrid. Manu Kone's potential is massive. His best performances at Gladbach have come against Bayern Munich. In the 2 matches against the Bavarians, Kone has won 6 out of his 6 tackles, made 10 interceptions and completed 10 dribbles. With Dan Ashworth joining Newcastle as Director of Football and his record of talent recruitment, this move could accelerate very quickly. Right, it's now time to dive into the deals of the week and catch you up on all the goings on in the transfer window. First up, Tengai Nianzou to Sevilla for €16 million. The talented French centre-back needs game time, especially after Bayern signed Matthias de Ligt from Juventus. Nianzou played 17 times in the Bundesliga last season but only started 6 games. With Upamecano, Luis Hernandez, Benjamin Pavard and Matthias de Ligt ahead of Nianzou, it's time for him to move on. Sevilla have got a great record of developing young French centre-backs in recent years, with Clement Longley and Jules Koundé being the standout names. Nianzou is destined to play at the top level, and Bayern have got a buyback option, so we could see Nianzou playing in Bavaria in the near future. Now back to the Premier League. Nottingham Forest have smashed their transfer fee, signing Morgan Gibbs-White, who joins for £25 million, which could increase to £42 million with add-ons. Morgan Gibbs-White joins a whole host of excellent attackers who did well in the Championship before moving to the Premier League. Gibbs-White scored 11 goals and registered 9 assists in the Championship. And finally, hopefully a big one for Manchester United. Casemiro has joined for a reported €60 million from Real Madrid. The 5 times Champions League winner joins the 20-time Premier League champions and will reportedly be taking home £375,000 per week, which is more than Mohamed Salah earns at Liverpool. Right, it's time for the Game Breaker presented by Bit.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at how Casemiro will massively improve Manchester United. So, Manchester United under Erik ten Hag, 4-2-3-1. Their shape does transition in a possession sense. Of course, Martial probably will lead the line. Bruno Fernandes moving to attack in midfield. Sancho and Rashford holding the width in the final third, with one of the central midfielders moving high into number 10. This is the attacking shape that we've kind of come to understand is Erik ten Hag's go-to shape. 5 players in the final third looking to get the ball wide. Underlaps, overlaps, combination play in the third man runs really important. The big reason, though, why Manchester United need a defensive midfielder is because they don't have an elite level 1 to play that position. As we can tactically see here, if you're attacking with those, 5 players plus, we do see also the likes of Malacia moving and Diogo Dalot in joining the attack as well. The defensive midfielder has got a lot of work to do. Scott McTominay's profile probably suits him playing more of a box-to-box role than a natural destroyer. So him having to do the job, or Fred, it's been quite difficult. We've also seen Christian Eriksen there to not good effect. Of course, against Brentford, he was caught out from a pressing situation. But let's take a look about Casemiro and how he will improve Manchester United straight away. Of course, he's going to come into defensive midfield. First up, we've got the Brazilian combination in defensive midfield. Of course, both players play for Brazil together and have a good relationship. So how Manchester United will look in that attacking shape, we'll have a look at that again. We'll see Fernandes move over. Fred will join the attack, and maybe we'll see Malacia and Diogo Dalot moving into those inside positions. The reason why Casemiro is so perfect for this Manchester United team is because he's absolutely fantastic at defending those wide areas. I'm talking in the transition. If teams break behind United's fullbacks, Casemiro is literally one of the best in Europe in those situations. In the Champions League, he won 30 tackles, more than any other midfielder. He's doing it at the top level, and we've seen him do it time and time again. Not only that, but I'd say another weakness for Manchester United, of course, is their ability to defend situations where their fullbacks have been isolated 1v1. When teams are attacking wide and they can get at Malacia, get at Diogo Dalot, there is problems, or there has been problems in the past. One of Casemiro's elite level attributes is moving out to those wide areas and defending on a attacker cutting inside. We saw that in the Champions League in the 2017-18 season. Ian Robben and Franck Ribéry, 2 of the best in the world at that time. Casemiro completely shut them down. Lots of tackles on those inside lines, lots of transitional play, which Manchester United could really do with. But taking a look at what else Casemiro will bring to Manchester United from a defensive sense is when defending his penalty area. So when Man United are super deep, when Diogo Dalot, Malacia, Martinez and Rafa Varane have dropped into that deep shape, and when defending the penalty area, Casemiro will drop in as a third centre-back. He'll read the play, he'll step out, he'll intercept, he'll clear, he'll block. He'll basically deal with lots of threats when the ball is getting delivered into the box. That's, again, something Manchester United need. With Fred's energy in midfield as well, and Rashford and Sancho's willingness to work back with Bruno Fernandes, could set up some good transitional situations for United. If Casemiro can win it at the base, United can counter and break. I think one of the other situations that's been kind of thrown at Manchester United with the signing of Lisandro Martinez has been this kind of weakness from an aerial sense, especially on the left-hand side of the pitch. You're thinking Martinez at 5'6" isn't the best in the air, which is absolute rubbish. He won 63% of his aerial duels last season in the Eredivisie. I think he's good at the air, his leap's good, he's played against the likes of Darwin Núñez and Haaland and come away on top. But what Man United could do is actually switch it round from a defensive midfield position, allow Fred to play as a right central midfielder and Casemiro on the left, so Casemiro can deal with these aerial balls. If you look at his aerial duel win rate last season, he won 68.6% of his aerial duels, which puts him in the top 3% of midfielders in Europe. But also aerial duels won per game over 3. If teams do look to go direct against Manchester United, like Brentford did now, Casemiro is going to stop them. But let's move forward to the more attacking iteration of this Manchester United team, and probably something that we will see a lot more, of course, is Casemiro playing next to Christian Eriksen. Eriksen can play as this roaming playmaker. What we might see from a tactical sense, again, is Casemiro being a little bit more left-sided, and, of course, Christian Eriksen being the right-sided player to, again, block off that left side. But what Casemiro did so well in Madrid was win the ball and simply move it on to Modric or Kroos. That was his job. You look at the Champions League finals and his top passing combinations in the finals, it either goes to Kroos, goes to Modric, or alternatively, in one of the finals when they were playing a 4-4-2 diamond, Isco gets the ball, moves it to a playmaker. Of course, when you look at Ten Hag's teams of yesteryear, you know, think Ryan Gravenberch, Berghaus moving into attacking midfield, allowing Edison Alvarez to move as this kind of sole defensive midfielder. Casemiro could do that job, winning the ball and shifting it to Eriksen, allowing Eriksen to really play the creative passes, you know, into Sancho, into Martial, into Fernandes, and of course into Marcus Rashford. It's a simple job, but it's something that's needed at this top level. The other thing that I really like about Casemiro, just to finish things off, his movement off the ball is very, very good. At times, Real Madrid, we saw him drift into attacking midfield, allowing Kroos and Modric to sit on that sort of playmaking line together, and we could see that with Manchester United, with Fernandes, with Eriksen, Casemiro just playing off the ball. The other side to it as well is when United are building out the back, one of the things they've struggled with, Casemiro can read the play, can stay high, can allow one of his teammates to drop in and get on the ball, something that United didn't have before. Casemiro will be the game breaker for Manchester United. 60 million is a lot of money, £375,000 per week is a lot, but he fixes a lot of tactical problems. Thanks for watching Transfer Talk presented by Bit.com. Today I want you guys to get into the comments below. How much will Casemiro improve Manchester United? And of course, we will be back next week reviewing some more rumours. We'll be diving into the deals of the week, and of course, another game breaker. I've been Statman Dave. Subscribe if you're new. We'll see you later.